welcome back, and in this video I will be showcasing Mom Wanda in Heroes Online World. And at the end of this video, I will also be showcasing the brand new Sovereign Scarlet Witch skin, which has been added to Heroes, and we'll talk more about that later in the video. Now without further ado, let's get into the actual showcase. Okay, so this is Mom Wanda's skin. As you can see, it looks pretty nice. I love the little hair part. And it doesn't go into her torso, although the back does. Pretty nice skin, pretty neat. It looks like she doesn't have shoes on. That's great. And let's move on with her passives. Okay, so this Scarlet Witch has one passive, which is, as you see, instead of my name tag being there, it is the Scarlet Witch. I have a special title due to me being basically the only character in the game that can be the Scarlet Witch, aka the Nexus being. Okay, so Mom Wanda's second passive, which should have been her first, is that she actually has her own world to herself. As you can see, it's like when she was farming in Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness. Over here is her altar. Looks pretty nice. And yeah, that's about it. Looks pretty nice. And she will spawn in here without her powers, and there'll be a portal like this in front of her. And another kind of passive, but not passive because you actually have to do something, is that when in this dimension, she can say dead or alive to switch it, just like if she was to press buttons here. Okay, so now we're going to look at the Scarlet Witch's flight. It looks really nice with the details in the bolts, or the hands that were floating on. And she has a very vibrant red eye glow, as you can see. It's decently fast, and she can only use telekinesis in flight, as you can see. Okay, so next is Mom Wanda's ball. Left click. It looks pretty nice, as you can see. I love the explosion texture, but like, it's just not it. It just doesn't do a lot of damage. That's pretty much my only ick about it. So now we're moving on to her little abilities down here, and we're going to start with her shield. It's a Chaos Shield, summonable by Mom Wanda, as you can see. And it has 2,000 health, and I may damage people if I just walk up to them, you know, damaging them with my chaotic magic. Okay, so now we're going to go on to our ability, which will be showing all three kind of things you can do with it. Firstly, you can just use it as a normal telekinesis, pretty nice animation. If you press R again or cancel the move, it does 100 damage. Okay, nextly is Amplification, which doubles the health and shield health of the victim, or I guess you could say your friend. And that's pretty much it. They glow red for like around 30-ish seconds. Pretty cool, and also it supposedly releases a shockwave to everyone around them, throwing them. But that doesn't really happen right here. Okay, so the final move for her is Heart Rip. So she can basically Heart Rip, or in this case it looks like Heart Crush, anyone under 90% health. No one has any special protections against it. Next, we're going to actually skip F for later in the video, seeing as it's her insta-kill, or like ultimate-ish ability. And we're going to do Demon Control, which, if I press Z and I press a victim, they turn into a demon. And then I press another person, they attack the person, making a shockwave of chaos energy. As you see, it does 230 damage, has an 18-second cooldown, and does decent damage to both the victim and, of course, the other victim you chose. Next is basically her other biggest ability, which is X. Mom Wanda Underworld. It's basically Chaos Control, and it has a lot of different moves. So let's just hop right into that. Okay, so the first move you have is Trap, which, as you see, gets them on their knees, trapping them in the dimension I showed you guys earlier, doing a decent amount of damage before spitting them back out into the overworld. Okay, next we have Eternal Lock, which will basically trap the person there until you die. I don't know if their body can... Until basically you die or you free them from the hell that is the dimension. The next ability I want to show you is the Portal ability, actually. And I can kind of show you that Adam Eve is indeed here. As you see, she's over there. And yeah. She's just stuck here until I pull her back. Or she walks through the portal I made, which is something I just found out literally right now. So as you see, You walked through the portal and she came back to her body. Finally, you have Mom Wanda's summon, which, as you see, if you trap a person, internally trap them, you can actually just summon them back to their body. And you can do this on a person as your first move, which basically wastes the move, because it does nothing. And finally, I wanted to show this, is in this dimension, you can make the dimension live or dead by pressing X no matter where you are on the map, in Limbo, in the Overworld, in here, or even in the Demon Dimension apparently, which is coming later. And also, I guess I'll just throw it in here, if you do it on the dimension, if you press X, it will make a portal for you to escape. Okay, so now we're going to move on to Mom Wanda's Horror Head's Neck Snap, which she can neck snap anybody if they're below 90% HP. It has this amazing effect of a red smoke going around them. Although, it will just do damage if, you know, they're not below 90. And this actually has a pretty decent range. As you see, the smoke comes from where you are, and you actually pop their head off. Blood. Just blood's everywhere. And you see, a little more on the floor. Okay, and for the final ability, which is her ultimate, is Dreamwalk. Once you press C, you go into this little form, just like Emma's rip-off Katara from The Last Airbender's little water form. And what you can do is walk into the body of anybody and use their moves like it was your own. As you can see, pretty overpowered, and I just love it. And there's a glitch apparently that you can kill Alone in her shield, even though I tried it, and it didn't work for me privately. You have access to their ultimates, to their blast, and all that jazz. Only for 30 seconds, though. That is the biggest thing. This is only for half a minute.
There is this one bug, though. If you shield with any, like, Lauren character, you get bugged and you can stand there for a bit longer, but it's not too long. It's just like something.
No, seriously, I just did it.
Sometimes you can just get glitched in there forever.
I did. I'm in your body forever right now. Don't bug abuse children. Oh, I can't cancel. We'll be right back after this short intermission. Okay, so now we're going to move on to Mom Wanda's spells, which first of all, you must say doll code or click the icon to summon it. Looks pretty cool. Pages are blank, but I can't really complain about the doll code. Still looks pretty neat. Okay, so Mom Wanda can summon demons, which do a great deal of damage, and can even pretty much break Emma's shield with all three. Maybe. And that is it for the demons. So finally, the last thing for Mom Wanda's base character is the healing. Which, as you see, I basically have an ESP of the map, and I can heal anyone I click, which will release a shockwave, damaging everyone around her except me because I'm special. Okay, so now I am the Sovereign Scarlet Witch skin, which is, as you see, the main Wanda from the MCU universe. And she is a quest skin, meaning you must find 5 crowns around the map. And this is only available until June 23rd, 5 p.m. Eastern Time Zone, aka EST. And it will most likely become Robux in the near future because he said in order to unlock this skin for free. Cam said that, meaning he's hinting he's going to make it Robux. Probably like 800, let's be honest. And she has 600 health, just like the base Mom Wanda skin. Okay, so firstly, let's just take a look. This is her, as you see, outfit. You have the red hair, the crown, which is actually going to be around the map, which you can find. These are the crowns. Amazing outfit down here. I just love it. And of course, she has a red mysterious glow with some blood splatter on that face of hers. Looks amazing. Just love her. Her flight, I feel like those are different hand particles. I just want to throw them in here because that's like the outfit. It's her look. And yeah, that's it for her outfit and like little flight hand particles. Okay, so she only has a couple buffs of passives. The first is enhanced dreamwalking. As you see, she can dreamwalk for a whole minute, which can be devastating if you're someone like Child. If you're someone like Adam Eve Wardrobe. And that's pretty much it. She has a minute walk here, as you see. and she can cancel it at any time, just like the base Wanda. Her second passive, which is now her only other passive, there is one other one coming, which I will talk about in just a minute, is her Chaos Blast, which in flight, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it before. Now, her blast, she has that little, like, push, and it's a big blast. And when the player is under a certain amount of HP, they will actually just turn to bones flying away, as you can see. Pretty overpowered and pretty nice. And basically, she can two-shot anybody in the game without a shield, making her pretty good at stealing kills and killing a mass group of people. And finally, the final passive per se that's coming is that this Mom Wanda skin will be able to teleport to the Demon Realm soon, which will have a surprise as well. I do not know if the Demon Realm is the realm that Mom Wanda has, or if it's the Limbo Realm, or just a new realm that's coming in general. I have no clue, but Cams himself said this in announcements on June 20th, which was 2 days ago. I'm pretty sure the day this came out. So just keep that in mind when you want to grind for this skin and or buy her with Robux. So here's a passive that I forgot to mention, which is you can actually, there's one slot for the Scarlet Witch, and for Mom Wanda is a whole separate slot, meaning you can have Mom Wanda and the SSW skin, basically one Mom Wanda, one SSW skin playing together at once. I wanted to mention this because I really thought that it wouldn't be a thing, like, you know, one of the other things, as Heroes has a skin system, and since Mom Wanda's one slot, I thought it would be different, but I guess not, so I just want to quickly mention that as kind of like a passive, knowledgeable thing. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Stay tuned because tomorrow this skin's getting their own showcase. And then in 2 days from this video, Mom Wanda will be getting her own showcase to herself, fully dedicated. And then after that, stay tuned because there's so many other things I could showcase, do more gameplays, and maybe a live stream will pop in maybe sometime this week, over the weekend maybe, and or maybe next week. Just expect a live stream because I'm getting more into the, like, wanting to a live stream mood. So like I said, stay tuned for the skin showcase, the Mom Wanda showcase, and maybe a live stream popping up somewhere. And of course, more gameplays because you guys are destroying the support. Now, make sure to have a good day, evening, night. See you in the next one. Goodbye.